Hey, is anybody out there still can't live stream in landscape? So I'm in portrait. The problem is, um, if anybody come in, give me an audio check so I know that I'm sounding clear. But the problem is, I don't know what the problem is, but I got this new thing where I can put the phone on the dash, and what I wanted, I didn't want to like mount different things on it and sticky pads and all that kind of stuff because here soon I'm going to get a thank you. I can't see. I don't know. I can't see the if anybody's coming. JC, hey man, thank you. I appreciate it. Glad you made it this morning. Hope you're doing well. But the thing is, I didn't want to. I'm talking about my mount system. I wanted to do some live drives and some stuff like that. When I'm sitting in the front seat, because I'm here a lot and I think a lot, and there's a lot of things on my mind. So I was trying to incorporate a way to do that without adding a bunch of gobbledygook to my dashboard. Or I already got a mirror GPS system that I put the phone on, but the way that works, it wouldn't allow me to. It wouldn't allow me to be in portrait mode, only in landscape mode on my phone. So, big walk, glad you made it. Thank you, my friend. So, I was at Wally World. First time I was at this Wally World here. As y'all know, I'm waiting around this area, trying to wait. I've been here like 2 weeks, trying to wait on. I'm trying to. I guess I'm getting a lift in the rear of the truck, maybe not in the front. Only in the rear right now, but because that's where the problem is. It's just the way I extended the vehicle, it drags on those steep drive. That's a pretty man. So some kind of Explorer GMC's got a skylight on the top and goes all the way down the side. But Swamp Hit, glad you made it. Yeah, I'm doing good, my friend. Thank you. But I was at Wally World just probing around, getting some organic juice and stuff. I do all that kind of stuff. And I saw this stigma jig made by this company. I'll show the box on clearance for $250. This is the stigma jig right here. And it's the lady on the front to get your attention. And it just, people got it on their neck laying down and stuff like that in the kitchen. It's just a real stiff wire with a padded back, and it's a phone deal on it, And I said, man, I could put that on my dashboard and bend it in such a way that it could go down where the windshield is down in there and catch one of those grooves and come back up, and it seems pretty stable. I didn't want something that I had to permanently fix, because I looked at a lot of things and they had sticky pads that you could stick on your dash and all that kind of stuff, which would be okay, but I'm finna get a dash cover that's carpeted, in a few days, so maybe a week. I don't know when it's gonna get. But so it's gonna ruin all that. And of course, like I said, my mirror, I have one here, but it doesn't let me. It's not gonna get me close enough. So I got AC vents and stuff, but I didn't want to deal with all that. I wanted something simple and effective, and I think this is gonna be simple and effective. And in this Wally World, I'm actually headed. I went 2 blocks away, grabbed a bite to eat. Now I'm thinking, I was like, when I first got it, I actually got 2. There were only 3. Like I said, it's probably one of them items that Wally World sometimes carry items that in store that you probably can't get anymore. Every now and then, a lot of stores do that. So this item here, I've never seen it in there before. And I probably could go online and find it, of course, but for $250, that's a pretty good deal for me. So actually, I thought about it. I said, well, this works so good on the dash. I'd like to move it around. That was my first idea when I got it. I'll be moving it around, in the back. Maybe I'll lay down, and I don't know about the whole neck deal. I don't know if I could do that, but I could definitely find a place to mount it and watch it, like on the side, on the back of the wherever it works. I have to get back there and play around. But I said, it took me like 45 minutes to get this bent perfectly to where it'll fit and work perfectly. So I'm thinking to myself, if I want to go through that every time, moving it around, I want to keep this bend right here and leave it, because it's too time consuming trying to get it back perfect again, and or to my liking. So then I'm sure all that bending constantly will eventually make something break in there. It's probably some kind of stiff wire. So I said, for $250, why don't you just go get the other one, and just put it back there and just bend it, permanent how you want it back there. Because I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff, and I do hold the phone, and I do have a X mount grip right above the TV that when I'm sitting there, I watch that, and it works perfectly. But sometimes I might want to lay down and I'm not holding, and I have to hold it or kind of prop it up against some whatever is available, and it never works right, But this might solve my problems. No work, just bend it the way I need it and just stick it on there and I'm done with it. That sounds good for $250. So I showed y'all what it is. If y'all are interested in going to get this, they got them in Wally World. I think you can check back there. If not, I'm sure you can get it online. I don't know how much they'll be there, but it's helping this dash, and it's pretty stable. The phone's not bouncing all over the place, because that wire thing is pretty broad, and I got it stretched out, and it's holding pretty stable. Really, really, really good. I'm impressed about this product, man. But other than that, tomorrow my appointment tomorrow is at 10 o'clock. They had to order the part out of some part of California. They had to order it, and it took a few days to get here, but I got confirmation that the part was in. And this guy, man, trying to beat me in my own game. Get out of here, guy. That's a female. And I'm not in a competition, sorry. But so the part was in a few days ago, and the place was so booked that the earliest they could get me in was tomorrow, and it was last I don't know, it's been 2 weeks though. I got the paperwork and stuff because I went ahead. You had to give them like half 50% up front, and great deal. I got several different quotes over the phone, and this deal here blows my the water. The reviews are excellent at this place, and even when I went in, I had been talking to the guy and telling him my situation and stuff. And when I went in, the guy was like, "Dude, I think I can probably get you a little bit better deal than that." So he went in, and next thing you know, he gave me an even better deal. And I said, "Dude, that deal's so good." And these guys specialize in four-wheel conversions, four-wheel drive vehicles, lift kits, all dealing with suspension and alterations for off-road stuff, Outlander type stuff. I frequent that community too, and these guys really specialize. That's all they do. Very reputable shop, real clean. No funny business going on in there. Every time I go in there, it's amazing Jeeps and stuff. Well, the times I've been in there twice since I've been in there twice since first visits, because I've been around here and them do. And the guys are very professional. And I'm gonna let them do this work. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna go in, they're gonna drop my axle. They're gonna put some 4-inch cast iron lift blocks under there with some. They got another set of U-bolts that's elongated that'll fit, and they're gonna rebolt it down, and that's it. I'll be sitting 4 inches higher in the back. He asked that I wanted to go 6 inches. I'm like, I don't know, might get a little extreme there. That's the highest they could go with the lift blocks was 6 inches, and it would have been the same price. So I just went 4, because if I went 6, that's gonna, I'm thinking about raising the front 2 inches too. He gave me some great, he's like, I don't have to do it now. I can always do it later. It's not gonna affect my drive, But he wouldn't. What he could do is this. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? He could. He said I could get the. If you get the 4-inch lift blocks in the rear, and see how you like that, Then maybe I should have went with 6, but then I could come back and he has these things he'll have to order. Uh, it'll be cheaper than the rear to get the front. Now, and the only thing he'll need to do was drop the front springs, and it's these brown things that nest in the bottom of the top of your A-frame, your control arm, and they raise it up 2 inches. Then you put the spring back on and put everything back together. So in essence, the springs are actually sitting 2 inches higher, and it gives you that 2-inch lift. I guess that's the way he explained it to me. The spring will actually be sitting higher, and that'll give you lift. I don't know. I don't really know anybody who ever done that. That spring, I would imagine it'll give you some lift, raising that spring up inside, kind of like elongating the spring, even though, if in the front, if I do that, JC, if I do the 2-inch lift in the front with the spring things, I will go ahead and get new springs too while the springs are out. Absolutely. But those springs look fairly new because the front end sits up high. I think, I can't say that the guy had new springs. Those springs definitely don't look original. Tell you that right now. So that might, because I don't have a lot of weight in here. It's not a lot of weight making me sag. It should sit right. But if the guy went in, I know a lot of front end work was done before I done front end work. Everything on the front end is pretty much new and replaced. So I don't know if whoever had it for me added new front springs. Yeah, it looks like a lot of weight, but it's actually not. It's just a box full of it's one bike. It's a wooden box, and it's a plastic tote. And my bike's aluminum. I can pick it up with one hand. And it's the wooden box. I don't know how much it weighs. It's a plywood box, empty. The generator don't ride back there. It's empty. I don't leave the generator back there. And it's an empty wooden box. And my plastic tote, it has a backpack with some oil and a little Weber Smoky Joe grill, and I don't keep my tools back there. My tools are inside. So there's really not a lot of weight, And plus, this is a 2500. It should, it can handle a little weight. The interior, the bench seats, you know what I got in here? Bench seats to make the bed. I mean, that's about average, so technically it should be able to haul a lot more. I put a whole washing machine and dryer in here, and no problem. When I push on the back end, it doesn't. What I think it is, I think the front end is raised up, and it's causing the illusion that the back end is dragging. But the back end is actually, if the front end was lower, see, one thing about it. Yeah, one thing about it, when I took those, you couldn't even notice it. When I took those step rails or whatever, they were off. I had some rails, I guess you call them step rails or something, that were on here at one time. When I took those off, then you were able to see the sag. But before that, you didn't even notice it. You couldn't even see it because all that was kind of covered. But when I took that off, that made it visible. And it looked as if it was sagging. I really don't think it's sagging because I looked at another van almost identical to this one, and its rear was the same way, but the front end was lower. If you look at my front end, you'll see that it's about that much space between the bottom of the fender and the tire. And if you look at the back, it's about like that. It's about 1 inch from the fender and the wheel. So, I'm thinking the front end is sitting up high. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, whatever it is, I'm getting the 4-inch lift tomorrow, and we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks. It might be enough to 4-inch lift, and that might be all I do, and leave the front end alone. It all depends. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm at this Wally World again. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this other $2.50 phone mount thingamajiggy, and then I'm gonna be done with that. Really don't have much to do today, so I'll be jumping back on here. I got a black towel for this because that towel is just a towel I threw up there. a black one would be more aesthetically pleasing. I like aesthetics. This thing came with something else. It came with a earn cash, like I don't know, some kind of little for those little phone things. Okay. All right. Oh, Nashville, Indiana. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, and I'll check back with y'all later before it's gone. Somebody else might see something in it for them. But I'll be back on here in a little bit. Peace out. I tried to sign in Facebook Live, and I couldn't. It just kept buffering. I don't know what the deal was that, so I jumped on here. YouTube. All right. We'll check you later. Peace. Stay strong. This Rod on the road signing off. All right. Cold out. How do I turn this thing off? Okay.